All right, so I said 7, but it was closer to 8. Anyways, as you can see, I'm getting ready for work, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my Arnis weapons. So I'm starting a new business, and this is gonna be my Arnis. So I got one pink, two pink, red Arnis knife. They're made out of aluminum. They're not sharp, obviously. They're solid aluminum, though. They have the inserts cut out of them to reduce weight, which is not really was something that I wanted, but it was the only thing I could find that was aluminum, and that was for our niece. So I went with the lighter ones, and then I have my Bokens. They're from Korea, so if you know Korean, you could tell me what that is. If you know Korean, even though it's sideways, probably be able to tell me what it is better if you read it up and down. But anyway, so they're my Boken swords. I got 3 of them. See 3. I got 3 of them. And yeah, so I'm going to be teaching our niece pretty soon. I'll be teaching our niece judo and Muay Thai. So this is my business card. Metal Fate Zero is my company name. That's my name right there. I know it's backwards, but you get the point. I don't know why my camera does that, but whatever. And then that's the information. What? It almost looks upside down too. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. You get the point. But yeah, that is my business that I just started. Um, it's gonna be $10 an hour, and I'll charge half off for first responders. So like police officers, um, paramedics, firefighters, that sort of thing. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna have fun. Hopefully, I'll be showing some sparring pretty soon. Hopefully Thursday. I'm planning on doing some sparring Thursday, but I don't know if she's just gonna show up and spar with me. I don't know. She might get cold feet, but we're gonna do it in a public area because she's all finicky. She doesn't want to actually come to my house and do it here, even though I have all the equipment and also the flooring. I'll go ahead and show the flooring, so you get the gist of it. It's 3 by 3, so 9 squares total. Yeah, it's designed to be like a set arena size to restrict it, so that way, yeah, if you step outside, you lose a point. Because most of the time, combat's in close, so restrict the movement in that, and then it causes you to be a better fighter because you can't run anywhere. That's why sumo wrestlers have a restricted area because it causes them to be a greater warrior. They have to be in that area. They can't step outside the ring. So this is my ring. It's 3 by 3. So I lied. It's 3 by 4. So 12. There's 12. I don't know why I said 9. There's 12 of these squares, and each square is yay big. It's so hard to get it so that you can see it. But anyways, yeah. Let's move the swords out the way. There you go. There you can really see how big they are. So they're not extremely big. And there's 12 of them. That makes it the flooring. But yeah, so These are really light. I want heavier ones, but I just couldn't find any anywhere online that are heavy. So yeah, I dual wield too. Um, Most people don't dual wield, and I have a single sword technique, single handed sword technique that I use. So yeah, um, I really am hoping to get some clients pretty soon because it's gonna be fun. Yeah. So most of the time, when you Arnis fight, you get that sort of technique right there where you have your hand up. The reason being is because when you have a sword or a knife, you can turn the back of the knife and push it to block. Um, and when you do this, it keeps you from getting cut and it allows you to add extra force. So in a normal knife, the back would be on the edge back here, and that would be the front edge away from you. So you would block on the back of the knife like that. So when you sword fight with Arnis, you'll see, well, me especially, because I've been trained like that. I'll keep my hand up, and you keep your hand up near your face because that way you can bring it down and you can block your face. Because most of the time, somebody's gonna be coming with a high end attack. So when somebody's coming with a high end attack, you want to block upwards. That's why you always keep your hand up near your chin level. Even though you're not using it, you'll always keep your hand up there. Yeah, so if you see somebody who really knows what they're doing when they're knife fighting, they'll keep their hand up. Even with swords, I do the same thing with sword fighting. It's a figure eight technique, but you'll keep your hand up. It's really hard to do when you're sitting on the ground, but you get the point. Um, there's two sword techniques that are the main focus that I focus on: the figure eight and the downward upward slash. Downward upward slash. So yeah, keeping your hand up allows you to block. You see how this is the front and this is the back. So you'll block always in the middle of your boken. So you see I'm in the middle, approximately in the middle. You'll keep in the middle so that way you can get force into it and push forward. And when you're pairing, that's what it's called. When you're pairing, you'll use your hand on the back of your boken to push into it and push your opponent back away from you, so that way you can transition into a slash. After you push them back, they're going to be out of balance and they'll be vulnerable to a slash attack. Yeah, it's just something that you do with our knees. You use your hand up like that because you're going to back it up. Um, it's just how I was trained. It's more, it's less traditional. It's more, well, I don't know how you the best proper way to say it is it's less martial arts. It's more martial because it's more of the war style of it. Because you really wouldn't use it in arts because it's not technical. It's not two handed. Well, it's not two handed. It's not a two handed sword technique. You're using a one handed sword technique and backing up. So it's not a traditional way, but well, it's not it's traditional in a sense that it's more about killing than it is about looks. It's less about the art. So when I say I'm teaching martial arts, I'm really not teaching martial arts. I'm teaching how to kill and how to stop yourself from being killed. Yeah. So it's like warrior, and I'm going to be teaching like the warrior way and less of the arts. But yeah, I didn't really understand the difference until I started researching it recently. I just thought it was all called martial arts, but apparently not. It's called martial. So I'll be teaching more of the martial aspect of the martial arts than the actual art version of it, because although I'll be teaching the technical style, I'll be teaching both styles, which is my own style, single sword technique. Um, and that's more for just killing pretty much. It's not really for the beauty of the strikes and of the technique and whatnot, and how it looks. It's more about killing, you know, and stopping yourself from being killed. Because if somebody has a knife on you, you know, you're not going to be worried about, oh, am I slicing from 10 to 2 perfectly at a 45-degree angle? And are my feet exactly perfect, spaced? Am I stepping into it perfectly at the right speed and at the right angle? It's like, no, you're not thinking about that sort of stuff. You're thinking about, I'm going to kill them or they're going to kill me. It's as simple as that. So it's just the more raw aspect of it. I'll be teaching that more than the technical version of it. But I'll be teaching both because the technical version helps with the raw version of it too, and vice versa. But yeah, so that's just me. Very unique style, and I can't wait to be teaching people. So yeah, I'm going to be a master pretty soon. All right, see you, YouTube.